Hello! Welcome back to another video in my very good upload schedule. So, you may be wondering, what the hell am I looking at? Well, I have a lot of hours in stories, so I'm going to be giving every wild monster, both new and returning, attack type. Quick explanation for anyone who hasn't played a stories game. It's basically Capcom's Pokemon. And every monster, aka the monsters you can collect to have as your friends, have a attack type. Which, they're free. Power, speed, technical. Tech is mostly represented by monsters with crafty movesets or very precise in their attacks. Speed is more about, for speed monsters, it's about their agility and overall just being a fast monster. And then for power, it's usually, powerful monsters or like monsters who just throw their weight around a lot. So I'll be using my very good amount of hours in stories in general, both stories 1 and 2, to basically give every wild monster a de facto, attack type. And all the monsters here already have one. I'll be explaining this list here, when I get to it. But starting off with the punching bag, Chupacabra. And given his attack, he goes here. It's not very rocket science. Or just science in general. Just big frog, he hits hard, he goes here. Next up, I love this little guy. Given his attack style, I think he would also be a power monster. Because, he doesn't do really anything fancy with his attacks. He just attacks and tries to kill you. So, yeah. Alabarina. I will still never believe how this thing is the third monster. How is this thing the third monster? You fight wild. Anyways, given its moveset, it would be a technical monster. Because it's just how much it dances around you and just how precise his attacks are. Anyways, Valahara. I think there are arguments for him to be both technical or speed. But I feel more comfortable giving him speed because he doesn't really do anything crafty in his moveset. And also that one, tail attack where he just launches himself like a rocket. That one. Oh, yes, it's my boy, Shagama. Jeez, a monster who has no element and just basically tries to just punch you in the face. Jeez, I wonder which one he will go into. Yeah, power. Ufduna, easy power. An absolute massive heavyweight who just uses his immense girth to just make waves. Yeah, that's a power monster right there. By the way, quick side note, these icons are just so good. They're just so good. Anyways, Rumpapolo. Technical. It works out too well. His crafty moveset, it just screams technical monster. Raydal. Peak. Now, I would say this. Raydal is one of those few monsters that I think can go into any of the three. But I think the one that makes the most sense to him, given that if I put it in editing, because I'm lazy, I put a certain other flying away than technical, he would go here. Given his precise moveset, especially anything involving his horns, it just makes the most sense to me. Which is why I believe he's a technical monster. And I'm totally not doing this video just in case, I know, someone from Capcom watches this video and be like, he's got some good predictions. And just totally doesn't make stories free and then put radio in it. Capcom plays begging you. Hear about me. I'll be completely honest. After someone said that this guy is basically just a small Legiana, I can't unsee it now. But also given his moveset, he'll be a speed monster. He's literally just smaller Legiana. And if Legiana's a speed monster, then he can be a speed monster. Whoa! Jarragan. easy power. His moveset, he given how many people have already compared him to Rajang, easy power monster. New Uja. Freaking masterpiece this guy is. He's just so cool. Another tech monster. Just his moveset is very just slippery, so I feel justified putting him here. Now, the Guardian monsters. This is the tier I was talking about. Basically, lore-wise, I can't really see these guys being, well, monsters. Monsters, to be more precise. Just given how... No, then again. Storage is a game where you can get a fanged beast from an egg. So they could do something crazy. But it just doesn't really make sense for me in my brain to make these guys monsters. Pardon me. But I will say this. If I was going to give them an attack type, I would just put them in the same thing with the original form. Which goes to like all the Guardian monsters. So Guardian Doshagma, even though I love good old Dosharag, he will sadly go in here. Same for Guardian Rathalos. And then just I might as well just put all the Guardians here. Including those here. Because every time it's been a final boss monster, it's never been a monster. Will that change in maybe future games? Probably, but it's just never been that way. Like, we had literally in Stories 2 update, Koltaroth, they literally said she'll just be a fireable monster. So, yeah. Same goes with just... Maybe, like... And also, I will say this. The fuck? Yeah. Basically, just... These guys being monsters just doesn't really make sense, given their lore. And also, like... Stories 2 is about having a bond with monsters. So how do you bond with something that is just, at the end of the day, a robot? Sure, it has done movies, but I think you get my point. Which leaves only 5 monsters. Yeah, sometimes you just forget about how small this roster actually is. I mean, it's more like 27, given how you can only fight these guys once. Anyways, on to the best Leviathan, Shintaha. A gigantic monster who is known for being... whose main like showcase is being how absolutely gigantic it is, having huge wind-ups. I wonder which tier he will go into. Yeah, power. Zuwu. What a cool monster. Now, I wouldn't go into a lot of detail about why, but Airborne Assassin, yeah. Now, you may be wondering, why is Blangonga and Gore the only 2 returning monsters to not be on this list? Well, to not be here. Simple. They've never been in Stories game, funny enough. Now, given these 2, Blangonga goes power. Him being who he is, and given how he just literally feels like a... Well, back in Old World before Wilds, he just felt like a worse Rajang. I think him going power makes the most sense. Now, Gore Magala. I think Gore's definitely one of the more trickier ones here. But, given her moveset, I think she's technical. She's got, like, way too many, like mix-ups. Is that the right word? I don't know. But also, fun fact. I think now, after Wilds, it's Gore's best chance to get into a Stories game. Why? Oh, simple. Gore's classification is no longer triple question marks. It is now Demi-Elder. And finally, Arkveld. A just fantastic flagship. So, Arkveld, it's the same thing with Raidal. I think he can go into any of these 3. But I think the one that makes the most sense logically in my brain is power. Given how much attack, given how much weight he has into his movement, and just like, in general, it makes the most logical sense in my brain. And also, it would be a funny enough thing because, well, Raidar's technical, and he's power, and these 2 just have beef. I don't know what it is, they just have beef. It's just great. Now, this is the list. So, I know it was probably just like an incredibly short video that like no one watched, which is fair enough. But I just hope you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll do another one of these for like wild iceborne monsters and also like Rise Sunbreak. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.